Hey, good evening, and welcome to the February 6th edition of the Falcon Fly By. I'm your host, Doc, and we've taken a little time off. We were doing some airsoft events, and this last airsoft event was Operation Icebreaker. It was Doc's Productions' opening year event out at Fort Stewart. So glad to be back and happy to have you with us. So first thing that we like to do, as always, is go over our sponsors. Define Industries, we want to say a big shout out to them. They sent us some really cool decals, and they're going to be sending us more stuff that we can give away to our fans of the show. So we want to send a big shout out to them. We also want to send a big shout out to Multi-Mold Guns. They're up in Troy, Michigan. They provide us all our molding guns for making your holsters and such. And then we also want to thank Grey Wolf Tactical Combat out in Florida. They are our go-to airsoft vendor. So let's get right to it. We have a lot of events coming up, a lot of cool things. I can tell you the month of February is kind of dry. No major events going on in February, so we've taken the month off so that way we can focus on Kydex orders and clear out our work queue because we have some pretty big stuff coming down the line. Let me go ahead and as we start to share my screen here so that way you guys can see what I'm saying. Makes it a lot easier. So right off the bat, March 3rd through the 5th, yes, FBS will be out there. We're going to bring our Kydex shop out with us. So we're really looking forward to this. Oh, excuse me, Operation Red Thunder. This is going to be out at Command Decisions War Game. And this field is out in Taylorsville, North Carolina. The event is March 3rd through the 5th. Registration is open. So go ahead and get your tickets for us. This is put on by Tog Milsim. Then we have Operation Mayday 2, and this is going to be out in Benson, Arizona, March 4th through the 5th. Then at Deviate Airsoft on March 11th, they have a night game going on. That's going to start at 3 p.m. And then we come down to our big one, which we have two big ones going on this weekend of March. We have Airsoft Junkies Operation Stonebreaker 2. This is going to be out at GTI. And this is March 17th through the 19th. And the big one I will be at will be the Noob Day opening weekend out at Bad Karma Airsoft. FBS will be out there for the whole weekend. We will have our shop out there. We'll be building custom orders. The whole 9 yards. We're looking forward to it. This is the first time that Falcon Battle Systems has been out for this event, so we really, really are looking forward to this event, and I think it's going to be a great time. I've heard mixed reviews from others, but like I said, this is the first time for us to go out there to this event. Operation Southern Spear, March 24th through the 26th. This is going to be out in Traverse City, North Carolina. Again, this event is being put on by, pardon me, long day. Woo! I believe this is Legionnaire Airsoft. They're putting this one on in conjunction with the Special Operators Wounded Warriors. Then we have Operation Deep Freeze. The month of March is packed. So Operation Deep Freeze, this is going to be out in Bloomsbury, New Jersey. March 25th through the 26th, and then we have Cuz Clan Productions doing an open play day, again, back out at Bad Karma on March 25th. We have another Deviate game on March 25th, again, out at Deviate Airsoft. And then we have Operation Blind Fury. This is out in Joplin, Missouri. And let's see here. So, oh, it's not loading up for some reason. Then we go right into April. April, we have Operation End War by Legionnaire Airsoft. This will be at Deviate Airsoft Field again. Deviate has a lot of events coming up. Then we have Operation Copperhead Road 5, which is going to be Saturday, April 22nd, and this is being put on by North 40 Airsoft. And the one event that we have on our radar for the month of April is Operation Dragon Rogue 4. This is going to be at Team Airsoft. on their field. And Dawnsville, I believe this is in Georgia. It's April 29th through the 30th. So looking forward to going out there. I'll be out there as a player, so it's going to be a full weekend event. So should be a good time. Then we come in here to May, and we have taking the Congo, which is Saturday, May 6th at 9 a.m. And this is at Wayne's World of Paintball, hosted by Urban Combat Airsoft. And this is in Ocala, Florida. Probably didn't say that right. And then on May 6th, we have another game, Broken Arrow 2, put on by Tog Milsim, and this will be at GTI as well. Then we have in May on the 26th through the 28th, we have Operation Overwatch 3. This is being put on, let's see here. Bring up the actual event for you guys. This is being put on by Doomsday Airsoft. This is their go-to field, same location that the last two were on. So this one looks like it's going to be another good one as well. Let's go ahead and get our events to pop up here. So now the big one, Operation Black Dagger 2, the Hulistan Offensive, August 18th through the 20th. We do have tickets already up for sale on this one. We're using Ticket Bud to handle all ticket sales. We already sold the first ticket. Matter of fact, it was the day after registration opened. And for those veterans of the Black Dagger series, we have done a discount code for you guys as well. So you just message me. I go back through, look at last year's roster, say, yep, your event, boom, here you go. We've already posted the schedule just to give you guys a little bit of insight. So let's see here. Let me open up more of the discussions here. So we went and we have posted the event schedule just to give you guys a little bit of an insight. So Friday, we're going to open the field up at about 2 p.m. People can come up, set up camping, register chrono. We're going to give safety briefs, and we're going to have field walkthroughs. So the field will be on lockdown. No airsoft guns, nothing, and you'll be able to walk the field and check it out. Saturday, August 19th, continued registration if needed at 8 a.m. along with chrono. We'll have our safety brief at 8:45. The CO briefing will be at 9. You'll step off to your HQs at 9:45. Game's going to start at 10 a.m. You're going to be in the field until 12 a.m. on Sunday morning. So it's going to be, you're going to be in the field. I think someone figured it out, 14 hours. We'll be going over this more. We're going to design a gear list. You know, if you come off the field and you want to go somewhere to eat, just remember you're leaving your team short-handed. But this is, you're in the field all week. You'll have your gear hiked back to your HQ and such, so that way all that stuff's on field. And then Sunday, you'll have, we'll be back on the field at 9. We'll index at 4 p.m. We'll have our raffle at 4:30, and then off the field by 5:30. So we want to make sure we keep the field clean. So it's going to be a very intense schedule. You guys are going to be in the play, in the thick of it all weekend long. And that's what we want. We want good, fast-paced action so everybody can have a good time, get plenty of trigger time in. We will be having another live CO brief here in February, probably the end of the month. We're going to try to get down to the field at the end of the month as well, so we can do a full walkthrough of the field, and that'll help everybody get more details. As you can see, here's our first Black Dagger Q&A session that we did. And people are already asking questions. So, you know, people, what's the rule set? Will it be a milsim or no? Yes, this is a military simulation game. This is not a spray and pray. This isn't a backdoor event. People always asking if they can pay. We already got people, you know, and it's awesome. We obviously have people here that have read what does and have watched the video, and so that way they're able to answer you know, people back if there's any questions. So you know, we have the rules posted. So we try to answer your questions as quickly as we can. We have a lot of people. So again, yeah, Nomad is tan, and we have Mandrake for green. So, but anyways, we can respond to this. So, but everything's posted right there on the page. And then what's really cool is we've created a community page as well that you guys can go, questions, maps, things of that nature will be there as well. So it's going to be a great time. Like I said, guys, it's going to be awesome. Like I said, we already have the first objective written for both teams. And we're continuously working on the objectives as we go. So after Black Dagger, I haven't really seen anything come through for June or July as of this time. But then we come down here and we have Operation Trench Knife at Camp Shelby National Guard Base in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. And this will be another Third Coast game. So that's what we have going on airsoft wise. So it's pretty good schedule so far. I'm guessing as time goes on, we'll see even more games hit the map. You'll probably see another one of ours hit maybe in June, as we'll start talking about it for the event we'll have back at Fort Stewart. We'll have another event at Fort Stewart in November time, kind of like to close off the airsoft season per se. Let me just see if anybody has gone into the live chats. No, well, that's probably me watching. I'm usually that one viewer. So back over here. So that's what we have going on. Let me give you a little news for Falcon Battle Systems. We have got all our orders that have been placed have been printed off, and tomorrow we're going to be in the shop. We're starting to finish up orders, work on orders. A lot of you guys have been asking for statuses, and we're replying to them as quickly as we can. We're looking at getting another large batch of orders out this Friday, so definitely be checking that out. And as soon as we print off a shipping label for your order, we'll turn around and we'll get it mailed out to you. We'll send it to you through Messenger. That's how a lot of you guys are contacting us, and how you've contacted us to place your order. So we'll go ahead and send it that way to you as well. Let me talk a little bit about Icebreaker. So Operation Icebreaker was absolutely phenomenal. We had a good turnout. It didn't really make sense, the fact that we had people that paid that didn't show up to play. We had people that paid for the whole weekend, played on Saturday, and then didn't come back Sunday. You know, they left their team kind of high and dry, per se. But we still finished good. We still had a great game. The cartel was successful in getting their drugs across the border, was successful in holding back the DEA team throughout the whole weekend, which was really cool. A lot of smoke grenades were thrown. A lot of pictures were taken. A lot of pictures were posted. It was a really good turnout. Now I can tell you, because we're already going to start working the angles for Icebreaker 2, and you're like, oh, Doc, we're only in February, and that's a January event. Well, we got to start planning for this to make sure we have everything ready to go for next year in January when we do this event. One thing we're going to do is the cartel side. There were some people that played the cartel side beautifully. And what I meant by that is they actually understood, you know, when we said no civilian, no, you know, go more civilian, you know, you're a cartel, you're not meant to be in uniforms. And it was very impressive to see some of the loadouts that came out. But I was actually really impressed. So again, next year, I think when we do the cartel side, it will only be civilian clothes. We'll keep the DEA side. We might update their colors a little bit, might add 1 or 2 things to it, but not a whole lot's going to change with that. So overall, it turned out really good. A lot of great players, a lot of great teamwork. You know, nobody lost their top. Nobody, you know, was yelling across the field, oh, I hit you and you need to call your hit. It was actually really good action, really good firefights took place. So, you know, like I said, it turned out really, really well. And I look forward to putting together the next one for next year. So definitely be looking for that event to hit off. We might even go and create a community page for Icebreaker 2. So that way we'll have the Icebreaker page just like we have the Black Dagger page. And it'll just update with the new name, and then we'll create our event right from there. Just makes it a lot easier. So like I said, great game, awesome time, great raffle prizes. We raised some money for the MWR, so hopefully we'll see that money go towards the field. So that way they'll bring more versatility and some more buildings to that field. Other than that, you know, that's really all I have for you guys. It's you know, a short Falcon flyby. I think a lot of it might have done due to, you know, the change in time that we had set up for this one here. I will make sure to you know, share the link out for you guys. I want to thank everybody for, you know, tuning in. And again, another short episode of the Falcon Flyby. I think in most cases people like that. So we're going to go ahead and end it here today. Tonight, I want to thank everybody again for showing up for Operation Icebreaker. I look forward to Operation Icebreaker 2, and I'm definitely looking forward for Black Dagger 2, the Hull Stand Offensive. Guys, I'm telling you, get on the community page. You can search at Operation Black Dagger. It'll pop up. It's the community page. Check it out. You're going to see a lot of cool stuff posted on that community page already. And then once you pay with registration, we turn around, we add you right onto the team planning forum. So that way, again, you'll have the rules. You'll see your uniforms that are allowed. You'll start to see some of the AO maps that we're putting out there. And yes, these maps have grids on them. We are going to print them off, and we're going to add the numbers and alphanumerics on them. And then what we'll do is once we do that, we'll scan them back in. So you guys can then plan accordingly. But again, thanks a lot, everybody. I look forward to seeing you next week on the Falcon Flyby. It'll go back to our normal time, Sunday at 8 o'clock. And have a good night. Take care.